podcast, a John Fine production. On Family Radio, 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. With Yellow Jackets color commentator Dawson Albin and producer John Fine. Here now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Yellow Jackets Baseball on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. That's at DS Jacket Vision, all one word. Make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe, keeps you up to date with all the things that we are doing here. I'm Josh Ward. It is my pleasure to welcome you into tonight's contest, the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets and the Mandeville Skippers, Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. Yellow Jackets last night with the 10-run rule in the 6th inning over the Skippers to improve to 1-0 in this series. In the best-of-3, Yellow Jackets win here tonight could send them to Live Oak next week for the regional round. It is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. So go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff at Sporting Center. That is 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. Right, we are very excited about this game here tonight. After the big comeback, or excuse me, rather the big turnaround from what the Yellow Jackets had ended in the regular season to come into last night's contest with Mandeville. 16-seed Yellow Jackets, 17-seed Mandeville. Looked to be pretty evenly matched. Yellow Jackets, with Caleb Klug on the mound, would come out and just be unrelentless all night, both offensively and defensively. And Caleb Klug pitched a gem, as it would be a 10-0 win for the Yellow Jackets to go 1-0 to start this series. So, Game 2 here tonight at Yellow Jackets, at the Diamond here at Yellow Jacket at Denham Springs High School. It will be about 6:30 for the first pitch. We got lots to get to. Before we get to that, we will have Denham Springs athletic trainer, along with John Fine, will be Mr. David Bourke, who is also stepping in as the color commentator for softball with Darren Ferrente, who Darren Ferrente not on board with us here tonight. We have Miss Christine Pappas stepping in for him. Got Lamine Ferragro back at the studio. Got Dawson Albin, John Fine, all with us. So Coach Brian Berry on the camera. So most of the normal crew here tonight, just minus Darren, but I look forward to having Darren back tomorrow if need be. But Yellow Jackets going to try to close this thing out here tonight. All right, we'll take our first time out. When we come back, it will be Dawson Albin joining me to recap last night's great win over the Skippers. Again, Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0, and a 10-run rule in the 6th inning. We'll take our first time out. When we come back, it will be Dawson here with me. Stay with us. We're back after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
As we welcome back in to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, Mandeville Skippers. It is game 2 of this best-of-3 series. Josh Ward now alongside broadcast partner Dawson Albin. So last night, Dawson, we saw a great game here as the Yellow Jackets were just couldn't do anything wrong. Oh, sorry. Got to helps to turn your mic on. Used to Darren being here. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, man. I mean, they played pretty perfect, as well as you can last night. Got it done pretty early, too. We got to go home at, 8:30 last night?
Yeah, it was, and talk about Caleb Klugen early.
Yeah.
I mean, he just made such quick work of a lot of the innings that he was in. He was setting them down, and he never really got into any situations. I mean, they had 2 hits on the night, 1 error for Mandeville, and no runs. I mean, and he went the distance. I mean, what else can you say when it comes to that?
Man, for him to not give up a hit after the first inning last night, I mean, that just speaks volumes to how much of a leader he is, and how confident his team is behind him to go and score 10 runs behind that performance, just in 6 innings too. I mean, we didn't even get to finish, like I said earlier, and I think tonight Thibodeau has got to come and try to do the same thing, but I think that Thibodeau pitches more to contact than Klug does, and I think that the defense has been playing good enough to where I think they'll be all right tonight. I mean,
well, if they play like they did last night, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
It is of note that Denham Springs is the away team here tonight,
Yeah.
so Mandeville is the home team. So we will have to hit that flip. And I was joking earlier. I was like, I'm going to screw this up a few times tonight because it's the first time that we've had or been here, obviously, with Denham Springs being the visiting team. But as we kind of look at the box score from last night, I mean, you look at that, 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second. They get the 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and then that 5th inning is where it just kind of exploded. And they get the 4 runs there, and then from there they're able to close it out in the 6th with the run. I mean, you get 10 runs on 10 hits. Talk about Josh Hogan and the walks that he had last night.
Oh, yeah, man.
His first 3 at-bats, his first 3 were all walks, and he scored every time,
For
too.
sure.
So
that's pretty big, man.
Oh, it's huge. So how important will the batter eye be here tonight against this Mandeville team that now gets to be the home team? But, I mean, when you beat a team 10-0 like that, where they come in and they feel like they're pretty even with you, I don't want to say soul-crushing, but it's pretty close.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're Denham right here, you just try to repeat it. Just do the same thing that you did last night. And, I mean, it's easy to repeat it after you've already seen it done before. So, I mean, they have a lot. Mandeville has a lot of players that just go into swinging and missing a lot last night. I mean, so I think if Thibodeau gives them a good chance to win on the mound, I think that's the key here tonight.
So, as you said, that Thibodeau tends to pitch a little more to where the bat is maybe on the ball a little more than what we saw last night. So, defensively for Denham Springs, you've got to really have your A game here tonight to counter that. So, with the defense not having to do a whole lot last night. I mean, we saw some good catches in the outfield, for the most part, and no errors. Absolutely. So, in this game, winning that game 1 just takes so much pressure off of you because now Mandeville has to come to you 2 more times and try to beat you twice. So all the momentum and all the percentages are in your favor, but you still have to go out here. I mean, as Coach Sepetol said it last night, he said, we want to close this thing out here tonight because, as we had talked about earlier, too, you get to game 3, anything can happen.
Exactly.
So how big is this one here to just get that fast start again? As he talked about how when Caleb Klug came out and how quick he started, that it gave the confidence, and then dug out, like the feeling in there was just so much easier.
Exactly.
A little more relaxed, and everyone's just starting to play a little loose.
And, I think it started with the small ball last night for Denham. They got the first guy on and then bunted him over, and that was kind of the story of the game for the first 3 or 4 innings, and then their bats started to come around, and that's when you saw the big 5th and 6th inning.
Absolutely. So obviously excited about this one. Going to be a little weird that Denham Springs will be the visiting team here tonight. So we'll try to keep that in line for you. But no doubt it should be a great crowd here. It's a good Friday. Everyone's been out of work, or most people have been out of work. No school today.
Good Friday.
So good for it's a good Friday. They can become a better Friday here.
Exactly.
So we are going to take a timeout. When we come back, John Fine is going to step in, and he is going to be joined with Denham Springs athletic trainer Coach David Bourke, who was a former Denham Springs High School softball coach as well, and been around this program and all these programs for quite a long time. Coach Bourke's a great guy as well. So stay tuned. But again, 6:30 coming up. First pitch, it will be the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, Mandeville Skippers. Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. Denham Springs 1-0 in the series with that 10-0 win last night over Mandeville. Stay with us. We'll be back with more after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
High school broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DSHS Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Denham Springs and Mandeville. Game number 2, the best of 3 first-round matchup. First pitch coming your way at or about 6:30 tonight. My name is John Fine, producer of Denham Springs High School broadcasts. Sporting Center Yellow Jacket warm-up continues. It is our privilege to be joined by David Bourke. David is the trainer at Denham Springs High School, former softball coach, and he really hit the big time this year because he's the color commentator on Denham Springs softball broadcast. Coach Bourke, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, John. This is awesome.
So, has ESPN called you yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I got to work on my Cajun accent there, so.
Okay, there you go. All right. Talk about your high school days as a player. What sports were you in?
I played basketball and baseball for Acadiana High, the Wrecking Rams. I did that and played to my junior year. But other than that, anything I played was outside of school. So I was more of a farmer. Back home, I lived on a farm in Lafayette before I moved this way. So I love sports, always been into sports, but that was just the thing growing up. My dad had a barn, we had horses, we had work to do, so it was pretty tough.
All right, so you got that work ethic early on in life, huh?
Oh, yeah, we were up early, me and my brother. When you have a barn with 5 or 6 horses, my dad was a horse trainer. We were up in the morning at 5, and then when we got home from school, we had to take care of our chores, So it was pretty tough.
Oh, there you go. All right, Coach. Now, you didn't get to go to college, and I'm just joking. Being a McNeese guy, I say that because you were back then a USL Ragin' Cajun. And when did you start your training career? When did you think you wanted to be a trainer?
Well, because I've always been around sports. When I went to UL, it was USL at the time, I actually double-dipped into education because I did do some coaching back then. I was coaching at an elementary school over there, Our Lady of Fatima. Elementary school, which was a feeder school to St. Thomas More. So I coached basketball over there and a little baseball. And I did my intern with sports medicine kinesiology, and I was lucky enough to be the baseball athletic trainer for 3 years for UL. I was actually, my last year, we went to Omaha. It was the year 2000, so I was actually lucky to be part of that staff.
Tony Robichaux, the head coach, late
Yes.
Tony Robichaux. And so what's it like going from college to high school as a trainer?
You know, when we got back from Omaha, I took the job at Woodlawn High School. And, yeah, there was some withdrawals. I missed college. College was awesome. The way we did things on the college level, but that's being a college athlete, even a college athletic trainer. But, yeah, it was some getting used to, plus being in the classroom and having to teach a class, put a little bit more on it, not just being an athletic trainer like I was in college.
Now, was it Coach Drew Nettles who helped pave the way for you to get to Woodlawn?
Actually, it was Benny Sayer. I got a phone call after we beat Clemson in the losers bracket, and it was a call from Benny Sayer asking if I'd be interested in an interview at Woodlawn High School, and actually took it. Coach Nettles was actually the quarterbacks coach there at the time, and he was the baseball coach there. Very successful baseball team. So.
All right, there you go. All right, Coach. Talk about coming to Denham Springs. How did that evolve? Now, that's the Coach Nettles tie-in, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So Coach Nettles took over at Woodlawn when Coach Sayer left to go to Dutchtown. And when he accepted the job at Denham, I actually moved back home to Lafayette. And within a year, I think Coach Nettles called me and asked me if I was interested in coming back. And I still had things in boxes I hadn't unpacked yet. And the wife and I actually moved back here to Denham, where I was able to start a sports medicine program, first one in Livingston. So I was pretty excited about that, excited about being part of this family, the Denham Springs family, and it's paid off. It's where I want to retire at. It's why I came back here after the flood, and it's just a great place to be.
You're not farming anymore, huh?
No, I left it. That's long gone. I mean, those were tough days, man.
There you go. Now talk about in 2010, you did double duty because you're not only the head trainer at Denham Springs High School, but you were the softball coach. How did that materialize?
That was awesome. I think my background in Lafayette, doing a little coaching and playing a little bit, when I got here, that we were kind of in a pickle, and Kelly Jones, Mr. Jones, gave me a great opportunity. He asked me to coach and fill in, and that first year was kind of rough. And then in 2010, we didn't make the playoffs. I remember that. Then PowerPoints went into it, and we actually made it in 2011 and actually played for, we actually made it to state, played for a state championship that year. Which you did in 2014 as well. Yes. We've been blessed. I mean, this place has great kids, great families. If you do what you're supposed to do and you come to work every day, these guys, the young ladies and men, they find a way to do it, and we actually played for it in 2014 again and came up short. So we are very successful in the times we were here, but that was a program that was already built by Miss Robbie Spangler and continued with Coach Satcher and Coach Artigo and just fed. And I was just blessed and lucky to be a part of it when I got in. Was there any inclination to stay with softball full-time and give up the training gig? Yeah, a little bit, because they will always talk about building a facility like this, baseball and softball, and it would have been great. North Park has been great to us, but it would have been great to coach at a facility like this. This is unbelievable, but sports medicine is where it's at. I mean, I went to Omaha, and I got there. I got to start the program at Woodlawn, and then got here being the first athletic trainer in Livingston Parish. So, and with this new facility they're building, they're going to build a huge training room where we'll be able to do some things, and we just have so much support in the community. Peak Performance helps us. We're part of the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, our team physicians, Chip Bankston. So it's hopefully, I'd like to say I helped build that up, part of it, but we do really have a good sports medicine program. So, not really interested in getting back into coaching right now. What was it like broadcasting Denham Springs softball as opposed to being a head coach? It was awesome. I'll tell you what, I did, by doing that and hosting, I kind of missed being out there at third base, but it was good. It was good to be back. I haven't really sat and actually really watched the game because we have two other trainers here, so we kind of mix and match when Gabe would cover, and I usually cover baseball. But it was good to be back on that field and just be a part of it in the booth. Talk about your staff. Yeah, we have two athletic trainers, Chris Saltaformaggio and Stephanie. Stephanie, I don't know her married name, used to be Stephanie Smith. But, it's great. All three of us are employed by this school. We all teach a course here, so we're on staff. We don't have to go outside of school. And it's just good to have everybody here. And there's enough work to keep us busy. So.
And once it's time to pay her, I'm sure she'll be able to divulge to you what her new last name is as well.
Yes.
All right. How does it happen? Denham Springs had lost, I think, 5 or 6 in a row. Mandeville had won 5 or 6 in a row. And then last night, 10-0. How do you
You know, I said it in the broadcast of softball. Baseball, softball, one of the sports that breaks your heart. You know, it can go either way. We've played decent, I think, since the Santa Maria game when we had an 8-0 lead, and Santa Maria played real well to come back. Nothing we did, we just couldn't stop the bleeding. But that's how baseball is, man. I mean, you find it, I think in 2011 we were 14 seed, and when we hit the playoffs, we were like unstoppable until we got to the state championship game. We played a freshman at third, and it was just crazy. That's just the game itself. If we come out and just eliminate the errors, I think, you know, Dawson said, and just pitch well, we've been in almost every ball game. We've just, you know, come up short.
Now, Coach Beard has said that softball has taught him to be a little bit softer, to be a little bit more genteel, and he truly said that he's going to try to carry that attitude to football. You think it's going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay,
you know,
good.
I thought he was a little bit. He had kind of pulled it back a little bit last year. We'll see. You know, football is a different animal. It's a different beast, and sometimes the soft, quiet guys don't get it done.
There you go. Coach Bourke, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, and keep up the great work. Looking forward to next year, you and Darren doing Denham Springs softball again.
Thank you so much, Joe.
He is David Bourke, the head athletic trainer, and now the color commentator for Denham Springs softball. I'm John Fine. It is Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Denham Springs and Mandeville. We're back after this pause on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up on Denham Springs baseball. High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. It is the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets visiting team here tonight against the Mandeville Skippers. Josh Ward now joined again by broadcast partner Dawson Alvin. Starting lineups are going on right now, so we will go ahead and do the Denham Springs starting lineup. If you look at there on the screen, same as last night. Rancher Miller will lead off. Taylor Kataya in the 2-hole. Matthew Lewis batting third. Jace Lantry batting fourth. Caden Boyer will be batting fifth. It will be Gabe White batting sixth. Josh Hogan, your DH, batting seventh. Devin Reese will be batting eighth. And in the 9-hole will be Slade Daigle again. And it will be Chase Thibodeau on the mound for the Yellow Jackets here tonight. So what do you know about Chase Thibodeau?
I know that he pitches to contact and he tries to make his defense work behind him, which is something that they know. You know, I mean, they played behind him enough this year to know what he is and you know how he throws. So I think they'll be all right tonight.
All right, so I took Coach Setitall last night said that they were going to do exactly everything they did yesterday.
That's
so
what
I was
we're
at the
hoping.
ballpark at 4:30 today, and he did the same thing, the little mound visit at 4:30, and then he told them to go do something, to go get whatever snack he went and got yesterday and all that. I wanted to say I did the same thing. If y'all smell a little something funky, it's my socks from last night because I
wearing the
didn't
same
check.
shoes.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, so even the broadcast crew here
Right.
is in on this, staying with what we did yesterday. So same shirt, same shorts, all that. Didn't change anything up because this is an important game here. As Coach Setitall wants everybody to be involved with it. So we're about to take a timeout here as we get ready for the prayer and the national anthem. So when we get back, we'll have you ready for first pitch here from Denham Springs. It is Mandeville and the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets, the visiting team here tonight. We'll be back after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
You get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates at State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Dorishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Mashan and Associates, General Contractors, and Creighton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
As we welcome back in to Yellow Jackets baseball, that will do it for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff at Sporting Center. That is 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. All right, as we take a look at your weather report here from Denham Springs, it is 83 degrees and sunny. And a nice breeze blowing out of the outfield there. It was about 10 to 12 miles earlier there. It looks like 9 miles per hour right now blowing out to right field. So, Dawson, how do you feel about the wind conditions here tonight?
I think it's been the same every single time.
I was about to say, this field seems to be on a trajectory where the wind only blows out towards right field. I think maybe one time I saw it blow in.
I think it's all in trees.
Yes, it's got to, yeah. You're definitely kind of in a little cocoon back here.
Yeah.
So. All right, keys to the game here for the Yellow Jackets. We've talked about it, but I think it's just at this point you just go out there and you play baseball, play your game. Hopefully you get off to a good start here. Now you got an opportunity to get your offense going first, make Mandeville start playing behind, as we saw happen earlier in the season.
I think that we need a repeat of like the fourth and fifth inning last night. Those 4 and 3 run innings, that would be nice.
All right, so Rancher Miller will be at the plate for Denham Springs to lead off here for the Yellow Jackets, top of the first inning. Josh Ward alongside Dawson Alvin, Coach Brian Berry on the cameras, Miss Christine Pappas, on-site video producer. Lamine Figueroa back at the studio. John Fine also in tow here, hanging out with us. Thanks to John and Coach David Bourke. That is Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe. Great to have you along with us. It is playoff time here in Denham Springs. Game 2 of this best-of-3 series, and we are ready to get underway. Rancher Miller will step in to the batter's box. Touchstone's first pitch will be on the way and outside for ball 1. Touchstone. It's an interesting name for a pitcher.
Right, right.
1-0 pitch on the way. That outside corner for strike 1.
I think we need a repeat of his first at bat last night when he laced that one right back up the middle.
Oh, yeah, he did. Right up the middle into center field for the first base hit of the night. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be a bit low for ball 2. Two-one pitch on the way to Miller. Going to swing on it and miss for strike 2. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch on the way. It is going to be hit right down the third base line, and he is going to be able to beat it out. There's going to be no throw as the pitcher comes off the mound and gets it, slips on the turf, and is unable to make a throw. So in with a base hit is Rancher Miller.
There. I think he would have been there
either
anyway,
way,
man. Yeah, he can work. He can run, man, for sure.
All right, so that sends in 2-hole hitter and playing right field, Taylor Kataya. The Yellow Jackets lead off base hit. Kataya will step in with Miller on first. Pitch is on the way, swung on, fouled back into the backstop for strike 1.
Think I'd be looking for a bunt right here. Repeat of last night.
Yep. It's just funny to, after talking to Coach Satterthal, he's like, we're going to do everything exactly the same. And
right.
So far, it's been everything exactly the same. A 1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit up the middle, right to the second baseman. He'll touch the bag and throw it over to first for a double play there. So just a tough, he hit it right to the shortstop there, who stepped on second and put Miller in the line of fire.
And that's why we bunt right there, just like last night.
So you're surprised that it wasn't a bunt right there?
I am, really.
Brings up Matthew Lewis to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch on the way to Lewis. He's going to swing on this one. It'll get through the gap between first and second. He'll be in for a base hit.
Now you see why I bunt right there?
Yeah, I see it. I see it, Dawson. You are absolutely right. There's the base hit for Matthew Lewis. Sends up your shortstop, Jace Landry, batting in the cleanup spot with 2 outs and a runner on first. Pitch on the way to Landry. First pitch going to be low and away for ball 1.
They are staying pretty disciplined here, though.
Yeah,
early on.
Very disciplined last night as well. 1-0 pitch on the way, going to be low and away for ball 2. Ball almost hit the same exact spot. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to hit just the outside corner, man. It looked the same pitch as it was the previous two. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Landry will look in. Pitch on the way, going to be outside. That one well outside for ball 3.
think the umpires are a little different tonight. The guy behind the plate last night is at second base.
Yeah,
now?
he's at second. Yeah, that's him. Three balls, one strike to Landry. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled behind first base and out of play for strike two. Make it 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, going to chase the high one for strike 3 and out number 3. So the Yellow Jackets will go down. Oops, that was Landry. Yep. We'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4, but a base hit by Rancher Miller and a base hit by Matthew Lewis. That'll be 2 runs. Excuse me, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. And we will go to the bottom of the first. It is Denham Springs 0, Mandeville 0. We're back for this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball. It is 2 hits for the Yellow Jackets, unable to get a run across. And I think, Dawson, the story that you had there is that you were surprised by the not bunting there in the 2 by Kataya, yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think a bunt would have moved him over, and then the base hit would have just scored Rancher right there because he can run a little bit.
He can. Rancher can move. We obviously saw Rancher Miller on the football field for Coach Brett Beard in that defensive backfield. So, all right, so you can shake that one off here. Now you got Thibodeau on the mound for the Yellow Jackets. So, again, we talk about how much the quick start last night with Caleb Klug got the Yellow Jackets going offensively. So see if he can get them going here. But again, we are playing in the bottom of the first as Denham Springs is the away team in this game 2 of this best-of-3 series.
A little different look.
It is. It's, it's kind of weird. It's not as weird as I thought it would be yet.
I know.
But all right, leading off is going to be Mason Hickman for the Skippers. Pretty much same lineup for both teams here tonight. First pitch on the way to him. He's going to crank this one down the foul line on the first side. On the first base side for strike 1. Nice first cut right there by Hickman.
Oh yeah, nice pitch too. Way to get ahead on Hickman.
The 1 pitch is on the way. This is going to be hit into left field. Going back is going to be Slade Daigle to record out number 1.
Now batting number 3, Peyton Gomez.
Sends up Peyton Gomez to the plate. First pitch on the way to him. Going to be outside for ball 1.
Dude, that was a better pitch than he was calling sections earlier.
1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to be high for ball 2. Two-0 pitch on the way. It's going to be low and away for ball 3.
Can't have free passes here tonight.
No. 3-0 pitch on the way, right down the middle for strike 1. Next pitch, 3-1 pitch, is going to be hit out of play on the first base side for strike 2. So Thibodeau has battled his way back in this one. Payoff pitch with 1 out. Thibodeau looks in, fires and delivers. Swung on. It is going to be hit to Jace Landry at shortstop. Picks it up, throws it over to first base to Boyer and gets him out at first. A nice play right there by Jace Landry to get it over. It was just in time.
Kid's impressive, man. Over at short, he can definitely play.
All right, so 2 outs now for the Skippers. Brings up Sam Marsh playing catcher tonight. Wait, is that right?
Yeah.
This one hit into center field to Rancher Miller, who will record the out for out number 3. Oh, yeah, Fisher, sorry. All right, so they'll go down in order, 1, 2, and 3. It'll be no runs on no hits, no errors, no left on base. We go to the top of the second inning. It is Denham Springs 0, Mandeville 0. Back after this timeout, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98, and the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better. So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
We get back in. It is Yellow Jackets baseball. 1 inning in the books. We are scoreless here. All right, so Yellow Jackets coming back to the plate now. A little bit of a surprise there. We talked about the bunt not happening there in the first with Kataya, but it will bring up Caden Boyer to lead off this inning for the Yellow Jackets. Boyer, who we had seen at catcher when we had first started bringing you these games, but he's been at first base there, and Coach said it all seems to like that look there with Boyer over at first.
You do, yeah.
And Reese, we talked about the throwdown he had last night behind the plate. Impressive. All right, Boyer will step in. First pitch on the way to him, going to be inside. Ooh, called strike 1. The good old question mark corner.
I was about to say that. We're about to have to introduce it.
One pitch on the way in.
Oh, there it is again.
Yeah, that one's a ball. So that one's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yes.
So we've established it's the left side.
Yes.
Is question mark corner tonight.
1-1 pitch on the way. Going to be outside. Ooh, whoa. We're going to call that strike 2.
I take back what I said. It's both sides.
Right. Wow. That one was well outside from my standpoint. 1-2 pitch on the way. Then he swung on, hit to the third baseman. Throws it over to first. And makes the play for out number 1.
I think the guy that was on the mound for Mandeville last night is the catcher tonight, right?
Yeah, Morris. Yep, correct.
Okay. Don't see that too often.
You don't. That's why I was surprised when we were going through the lineup. I'm like, wait, is that right?
Yeah.
Sure enough. I know Mandeville has been dealing with some injuries. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Up to the plate now is going to be Gabe White, third baseman for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch to him is going to be on the corner for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, swung on. Hit out of play off the first base side for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way, swung on. Hit to the shortstop, picks it up, throws it over, gets it to first in time. for the 6-3 play and out number 2.
And both pitchers making pretty quick work tonight so far.
They are. This game is
Now batting the designated hitter, number 34, Josh Hogan.
gotten off to a bit of a different start than we saw last night. Brings up designated hitter Josh Hogan to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. Hogan will step in. First pitch on the way to him. Well outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way. Going to be inside. Thinks it hit his foot. Hogan was trying to sell it. It's like,
I think
you
he's
sure?
gonna ask
He's like,
for
you
help.
sure? We're going to have a... Umpire's going to take a timeout and talk about this one as the ball was in front of Hogan. He thinks it hit his foot.
He invented the light bulb.
So if Hogan take his
Catcher
bat,
was
make,
even
make,
shaking
make
his
us-
head yes just now.
All right, remember it is, we are coming to you live on Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. If you are watching there at DS Jacket Vision, make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe. Great to have you along with us here for Game 2 of this Best of 3 series. Yellow Jackets 1-0 in the series, trying to close it out here. 2-0 pitch on the way to Hogan. As they said, the ball did not hit his foot, but it will be ball 3. Three balls, no strikes, 2 outs here. Pitch on the way. That one is going to be low for ball 4.
Guess it was true, man.
Yeah,
Ball don't lie.
Ball does not lie. And, you know, that one you just think as a pitcher, all you got to do is throw it right down the pipe. You know, it's, you know,
Bats on the
you know
shoulder.
he's taking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
36, Devin Reese.
All right, so the Yellow Jackets have a runner on first with 2 outs. Brings up catcher Devin Reese to the plate for Denham Springs.
Man, that's 4 out of the 5 times he's been up this series. He's on first base by a walk.
First pitch on the way to Reese. Going to hit the outside corner for strike 1.
I'd say he's seen the most pitches for sure.
Oh, Reese, yeah.
Yeah.
Hogan had a lot too.
No,
I'd say
that's what
them
I'm
too.
saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hogan.
Sorry, I thought you were. Yeah. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be outside for ball 2. Excuse me, it was going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah. Hogan definitely had seen the most pitches, for sure. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Outside corner for strike 2. I don't know about that one.
It's back on question mark corner.
There we
man.
are.
That's it.
Doesn't take long.
No, never does.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first for the Yellow Jackets. Pitch is on the way. That one's going to be outside for ball 2. Umpire behind the plate getting both crowds into this one early.
I don't think they like him too much.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Reese will take a swing at it. It is going to be hit right in front of the plate. Throw over to first is in time, but are they going to say it? They say it's going to be a foul ball that it hitting. They call him foul. So it looks like they're going to call it a foul ball. Reese will remain in the batter's box with 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs.
I wonder if he hit it off of himself, but I didn't really see that.
Replay official.
Maybe we don't want to see that one.
Right. All right, nonetheless, they will reset it. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Josh Hogan at first base, 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and hit down the first base side into foul territory, where the count will remain at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, hit behind the backstop for another foul. So Devin Reese battling here in the top of the second.
It's a good job fouling off some tough pitches, man.
Yes. 2-2 pitch on the way. It is going to be called strike 3 on the outside corner. Reese will go down looking at that, and that will be out number 3. And in the top of the second, it'll be no runs on no hits, 1 runner left on, no errors. We will go to the bottom of the second. Denham Springs 0, Mandeville 0. Back after this timeout, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Brandy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball. It is on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. As always, make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe. We head to the bottom of the second inning, and it is going to be a scoreless game thus far. Denham Springs with 2 hits in that first inning and unable to push anything across there, but an opportunity here to try to keep the momentum going defensively for the Yellow Jackets.
Get back in the dugout, man. Try to spark something, too.
Looking at your defensive lineup for the Yellow Jackets there on your screen if you're watching at DS Jacket Vision. Just a little, actually, it's not Klug. It is going to be Thibodeau on the mound. Sorry we didn't get that changed, but leading off is going to be Sam Marsh, again, who we saw pitching last night. First pitch to him going to be ball 1. So Mars pitching last night, catching tonight. Again, we were talking earlier. Don't know if it's the injuries that are causing that. 1-0 pitch on the way. But
I'm not
across
sure.
the plate, but looked low, I guess, for ball 2.
I'm not sure. That looked pretty good to me.
It did. I mean, it was 2-0 pitch on the way. That one going to be low into the turf for ball 3. So quickly, 3-0 count now for Sam Marsh.
Don't need a free pass right here.
Thibodeau will look in, delivers the pitch for strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. It's going to be swung on. Hit to Landry at shortstop. Landry over to first to Boyer. Is unable to make the throw. It will go off the glove of Boyer for a while to throw, and it will be in at first base for Sam Marsh. Marsh at first base. Just a little too high on the throw from Landry there for Boyer to bring it in. But will be an error scored on the Yellow Jackets. Brings up Luke Lejeune, first baseman for the Skippers. He bats in the 5-hole. No outs, runner on first. Throw over to first. We'll get Marsh back in time. And to try to keep him honest there at first base. Thibodeau will look in. First pitch on the way. It's going to be swung on and hit foul territory on the third base side, on the third base line for strike 1.
think Thibodeau is what we used to like to call pitching ground balls tonight, man.
Throw over to first. Morris will dive back and be back in time.
You know, like I was saying earlier, I think that's going to be the key for Thibodeau tonight is like pitching to contact, man, letting his defense work. He got one error, but I mean,
yeah,
that doesn't happen very often over there.
0-1 pitch is on the way, swung on, hit into foul territory, going out of play on the first base side for strike 2. So Thibodeau ahead in the count on this one with no balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first, no outs. As Sam Marsh would reach first base on an error given to the shortstop, Jace Landry. (0-2) pitch being delivered. That is going to be hit foul on the third base side. Count will remain at 0-2. Thibodeau will look in. 0-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be a floater in a little too high for ball 1.
It's not a bad pitch there, trying to get him to chase a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. One-two pitch on the way, outside corner for ball 2. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looking for that ground ball double play right here.
Two-two pitch on the way, going to be hit at third base. It will hit the bag and roll into left field. That will send Marsh to second, and in for a base hit is Luke Lejeune. Man, just lucky there, just hits the third base bag.
Tough break for the Jackets right there.
Watching Coach Settertall there over by the Yellow Jackets.
Jumping around.
Yeah, he was just like, man. I mean, that's one of those that we had talked about in some of the previous games, just the unlucky things that happen, and that is definitely one of them. So now Mandeville with runners on first and second and nobody out will send Brody Hatchett to the plate for the Skippers. Hatchett, second baseman for the Skippers. Trying to get the throw over to second. We'll get Marsh back in time. So talk about kind of those signals that Landry communicates with the pitcher, and
so
kind of explain that for people who are seeing that.
It's more to try to get the batter to show right here and let him know that he's bunting. And get the third baseman in a better position for him, and get Landry over there to cover third just in case, you know, there's a play over there.
First pitch on the way to Hatchett. He is showing bunt, puts it on the third base side, and it will go into foul territory for strike 1. So you see what they're doing. Now, after that, does that change what you do on the next one?
No, not at all. I think everybody in the ballpark knows what they're about to do right now.
So it'll be a 0-1 count for Brody Hatchett. Runners on first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Bunt is being shown. Pitch is on the way. He will foul it That puts it strike 2, so not exactly how they drew that one up. To find himself down in the count 0-2. You know, Dawson, as we're doing these games, sometimes I hear player Dawson, and then
Yes.
sometimes I hear Coach Dawson.
Yeah. The best of both worlds,
That's
though,
right.
man.
Thibodeau will look in with an 0-2 count. Bunt being shown by Hatchett. Thibodeau will fire it. Going to swing on and miss for strike 3 as he goes down swinging. Thibodeau will get him for out number 1 on a strikeout.
Nice pitch, man. Just pulled
Very
the
nice
string
pitch,
on him right there.
74 miles an hour, just got him trying to rip that one. And showing bunt, pulls it back, takes a swing. Out number 1 for Mandeville.
I think they call that a slash.
Slash, okay.
Yeah.
Sends up the designated hitter, James Anguza, to the plate with 1 out and runners on first and second. Pitch on the way. He's going to show bunt. Puts it down the third base side. Puts a good one down. Pitcher going to pick it up. Thibodeau will get it over to Boye at first for out number 2. But it will move the runner. So now you have Morris at third. Lejeune at second. And Guzza will ground out to first for out number 2.
I think that was a great job getting off the mound and making that play.
Yes.
That was big.
Again, we talk about that momentum when you're coming off the mound and having to get it and turn it over your body and make that throw. So nice play right there by Thibodeau to get it over to Boye at first. 2 outs now, runners on second and third. First pitch going to be fouled back into the netting for strike 1. It is Cooper Todd at the plate for.
No, it's a foul ball. He threw the catcher threw it away to the pitcher over here.
Yeah, so I'd look down to Dawson. What happened?
The catcher, Reese, he threw it over Thibodeau's head. Just in, but it was a foul ball, so the ball wasn't in
dead.
play.
It was dead ball, yeah. Cooper Todd, right fielder for Mandeville, has an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Pitch is on the way, going to be inside for a ball. We'll put the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here, bottom of the second. We are scoreless. 2 outs for Mandeville. 1-1 pitch on the way. Going to be low and outside for ball 2. Thibodeau will get the signal, looks in. Rocks and fires. 2-1 pitch on the way, fouled back into the netting for strike 2. 2s across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And runners on second and third. Big pitch right here coming up by Thibodeau. 2-2 pitch on the way. It is going to be in for, okay.
That looked right down the middle.
Look down the middle, look just below the letters, and it is going to be ball 3, so it will make it a full count here now for Cooper Todd.
I don't think that was on question mark corner. That was right down Broadway
that looked like a pretty good strike to me. Full count pitch on the way. This one's going to be ripped into left field. Excuse me, right field. And they're going to say it is foul ball. My goodness, it was right on the line. You had a better angle than I did as I was looking down the line.
It might have been 3 inches foul. right there.
Ooh,
That
Yellow
was a close
Jackets.
one.
Yes, that was. That's what you call a lucky break there. Because if not, that's going to score 2. But what it does is make it a foul ball.
The net makes it a little tough to see,
Yeah,
too.
and the sun's just coming in
Yeah,
right there.
right
Actually,
there.
where the ball hit is right where the sun is hitting that line.
Man.
Payoff pitch on the way again. This one is going to be hit to the third baseman. He will pick it up, get it over to first in time. So White gets it over to Boye to end the inning. And it will be no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. We go to the top of the third inning. We are scoreless here. It is Yellow Jackets baseball back after this timeout.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Motad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball here on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, and most importantly, let's get in that chat right now. Get interactive with us. Did you think it was a foul? Did you think it hit his foot earlier? Tell us what you think there in the YouTube chat. Christine Pappas will answer your questions and keep you interactive here with it. Great to have you all along with us here for this Game 2 of this Game 3 series. Yellow Jackets with the 1-0 lead after the 10-0 win last night. Trying to close this thing out here tonight. Leading off for the Yellow Jackets for this third inning will be Slade Daigle.
Had the walk-off knock last night, man.
He did. Strike one looking for Slade. Second pitch going to be on the outside corner for strike 2. I like the little game changer thing we have in front of us.
I know, man. It makes it really easy.
When I miss something, chasing that one outside, Slade Daigle for strike 3 and out number 1. Just a nice quick reference when we need to.
Handy little tool, man, for sure.
Got to thank our man, Coach Brian Berry, for setting that up for us.
Got the pitches and bats and everything on here, man.
All right, to the top of the order for the Yellow Jackets, Rancher Miller will step in. First pitch to him will be ball 1. No pitch on the way, swung on.
He's seeing it pretty well as of late, too, man. I mean, he really has all year long, but
1-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be inside corner for strike 2. I knew he was going to call that. I knew it. I'm just like just the way it was coming in. Rancher back in the first was out number 2 as he was tagged force out at second base. 1-2 pitch on the way outside for ball 2. Rancher did get that base hit, made it to first, and on his way to second. 2-2 pitch on the way. Gonna hit the outside corner, call strike 3 for out number 2.
Sedetol's not happy about that one.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, we're still early in this one. We're just playing in the top of the third. Still trying to adjust to this umpire strike zone, but it's been a little
I think all you can ask for out of an umpire is consistency.
Absolutely.
And he hasn't really been that tonight so
Kataya
far.
will step into the batter's box for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch to him is going to be low and away for ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way, well outside for ball 2. Yellow Jacket fans giving the umpire a little bit of business there, as that one wasn't anywhere near, but strike. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, 2-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to be low for ball 3. Puts the count at 3-0 for Kataya. 3-0 pitch on the way. Bat on the shoulder, and
oh man,
nice walk right there by Kataya.
Staying disciplined.
4
man.
straight balls on the way to him. We'll send him down to first base.
Not that he was swinging on that one anyway.
No, he was
but.
not, yeah.
Second baseman number 3, Matthew Lewis.
First pitch on the way to Matthew Lewis, who calls strike 1, hitting that corner. Two outs, runner on first. This ball is going to be swung on, hit right to third base. So grounder over to first is going to be a bad throw to first. It will send a run in. Yep, Yellow Jackets will get on the board, and the ball is still being thrown around as it's going to be thrown to home plate, and it goes into the backstop along the third base side. So Kataya will come all the way from first to score.
Nice break for Denham right there, man.
Absolutely, a bad throw from third over to first.
I think the Mandeville coach over there is just telling him, don't throw that one next time.
Yeah. So that is a run in.
Came all the way from first.
It did, all the way from first. And now at second base is Lewis. Sends Jace Landry to the plate. First pitch going to be called strike 1. Is that also ruled an error for?
Yeah.
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 It's going to be outside for ball 1. We got a run and an error. Here in the top of the third, Yellow Jackets on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. Jace Landry at the plate. 1-1 pitch is on the way. It'll be low and away for ball 2. Two-one pitch on the way. Landry will watch that one hit the strike zone for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. 2-2 pitch is on the way. Landry will take a swing at that one on the outside corner for strike 3. And that will be out number 3. But the Yellow Jackets will get 1 run on no hits, 1 error. They leave 1 on base. And we will go to the bottom of the third. It is Denham Springs 1, Mandeville 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball. It is 1-0 Yellow Jackets now with the 1-0 lead as we will head to the bottom of the third. The Yellow Jackets getting one across there. It will send Nathan Woodward to the plate. Center fielder for the Skippers will lead off this third, bottom of the third rather. First pitch to him going to be fouled back into the netting for strike one. Yep, Woodford's first at bat tonight, hitting in the 9 spot. 0-1 pitch on the way to him. He's going to swing on this one, hit into left field. Going back is Daigle, and Daigle will make the catch to record out number 1.
Thibodeau's making quick work, man. Like to see it.
Brings you to the top of the order for Mandeville, Mason Hickman. Hickman popped out in the first inning for his first at-bat. Pitch on the way, going to be well outside for ball 1.
Got him to fly out in the first, man. Looking for the same thing.
1-0 pitch on the way, swung on. This one going to be hit into right field. Drifting over is Lewis to make the catch from second base to record out number 2.
There it was, right there.
Lewis covered a lot of ground there from second base. And that's, you had 3 Yellow Jackets around that. That's one of those little bloopers I can drop in if you're not prepared for it. And I mean,
that one hung up
was
just
well,
a little bit.
It did, yeah. It hung up just enough to get underneath it. Sends up Peyton Gomez, going to be hit right to the pitcher, goes off of Thibodeau. It's going to be a base hit for Gomez. As Thibodeau took a hit there, and I mean,
giving
just
him
right
a thumbs
to
up,
him. Yeah,
so that's good.
He said, "Yeah, don't come talk to me. I'm fine.
Don't mess with me. I'm in my zone."
You know, as a pitcher, like keeping that rhythm is such a big deal to them.
You don't want no timeouts
exactly,
like that.
When they got their flow going.
Just let me keep going, brother.
Tyler Fisher at the plate now for the Skippers. First pitch to him going to be fouled out of play on the first base side for strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way, inside and across the letters for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first for the Skippers. Throw over to first. We'll get Gomez back in time.
That's their third ice test today. Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, pitch on the way. Got him swinging on the off-speed pitch at 64 miles an hour for strike 2. That was a nice changeup right there by Thibodeau.
That one fell off the table a little bit.
It sure did. We were talking about that last night, how it just floated in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, pitch on the way, outside corner for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch on the way, going to be inside for ball 3. We'll make it a full count now here with 2 outs and the runner on first. Thibodeau looks in, payoff pitch on the way. Runner is going, swung on and missed. Throw down to first to make the out official. And that will be out number 3. So it will be no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base, and we will head to the top of the 4th inning. It is Denham Springs 1, Mandeville 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets Baseball, Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Josh Ward alongside Dawson Alvin, Coach Brian Berry on the cameras, on-site producer Miss Christine Pappas, Lamine Figueroa back at the studio. John Fine with us as well. You know, Dawson, I was gonna say this umpire behind the plate. I didn't want to call him out, but I did see him and his crew at Big Mike's last night after the game, and they looked like they were having a good old time.
Oh, so. Man.
Well, they weren't there before the game, but they were there last night.
If you're at Big Mike's too, you're there for a minute. I
yeah,
know
you never just stop in. Caden Boye will lead off this 4th inning for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch to him going to be ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to be down and away, I guess, for ball 2.
We'll take it.
First one, yeah.
We will take the inconsistency.
It was definitely. So the Yellow Jackets get a run across in the 3rd. Lead this one 1-0 over Mandeville. Top of the 4th. 2-0 pitch outside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Discussion up here is, does he get the green light or not? And I think he keeps the bat on the shoulder. See what happens here. 3-0 pitch on the way. He will watch it in for strike 1.
I definitely wouldn't have been surprised, though. I think that if you're given a 3-0 green light, this is the guy to do it for sure.
3-1 pitch on the way to Boye. Going to be inside for ball 4. And Boye will walk it down to first.
Worked out that time, though.
Sure did. And what you want to do here is be patient at the plate and get over to first.
Exactly.
Sends up third baseman Gabe White to the plate.
I think we might be playing a little small ball here.
Laying the butt down.
For sure.
Gabe White back in the 2nd. Will ground out for out number 2. First pitch going to be on the corner for strike 1.
Definitely think if I'm White here, I'm trying to push that ball to the first base side.
Yeah,
push it all the way to the second baseman, actually.
Yeah, it's wide open there. Does show the bunt. 0-1 pitch on the way. Now he's going to pull the bat back and take a swing at it. And it will be out of play on the first base side for strike 2.
And that's also not so surprising because you see the third baseman crashing in right there. It's real easy to hit it past him.
The 2 pitch to White on the way. Going to be outside in the dirt for ball 1.
From White, I'm still trying to work backside here. Avoid the double play.
1-2 pitch being delivered. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So White will go down swinging for out number 1. So White will go down swinging for out number 1. We'll keep Caden Boyer over at first base and brings in your designated hitter, Josh Hogan.
I'd like to know how many times Hogan swung in this series.
There was the two. I think the two last night, his last at bat was about it. First pitch on the way to him shows bunt. We'll square it and bring it back, but it'll be called strike 1.
I think Sedetol and all the coaches were wondering why he pulled that one back.
Hogan did reach first base back in the second on a base hit. The 1 pitch to him will be low for ball 1.
I think if I'm Sedetol, I'd do it again here. I'll let him lay it down.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Pitch is on the way. This one's going to be
letting him swing
fouled back into the backstop for strike 2.
A little bit of a surprise. They're letting him swing here.
One-two pitch going to be outside. It is going to be a pass ball, and that will move Boyer to second. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes for Hogan.
Yeah, everybody's making jokes up here. I think every single one of his at-bats has had 3 balls in it, regardless of whether he struck out or got out at all.
So the pass ball will get Boyer to second. 2-2 pitches on the way. That is going to be on the outside corner for ball 3. And as you called it, it will be a full count for Hogan. Payoff pitch is on the way, and it is going to be in for ball 4. It looked to be just a little below the knees, and that will be a walk.
That's great discipline, man.
Yes.
A little mound visit.
A little mound visit here by the Skippers. Now you got runners at first and second, 1 out, leading by 1. Top of the 4th inning here from Denham Springs. The Yellow Jackets can win this one. They will end the series and move on to play Live Oak. Looking at your screen there, just taking a look at that bracket, Denham Springs and Mandeville in this one. Winner will get Live Oak, and then you have Walker and Thibodaux getting started here tonight. North Shore with the bye is at 8 seed there, so that will take you to the quarterfinals there if you're looking there at your screen at DS Jacket Vision. That is how the bracket will play out. So, as we mentioned, throughout this one, if Denham Springs can win this one, you don't have to get on a bus and go far. You go right down the road to a District 5-5A opponent that you know so well.
Somebody you've seen before.
Yep.
Which also, Sedetol in this particular series, Sedetol coming from Slidell High, I'm sure they played Mandeville quite a bit.
Yeah,
he's really familiar.
Yes, they know each other very well, no doubt. Devin Reese will come to the plate now for the Yellow Jackets. First shot hit into the netting on the first base side for strike 1.
It'd be nice, man. 2 familiar faces in your first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Can't really ask for much better than that.
Nope, a district rival, parish rival at that as well.
Be fun for sure.
Oh, no doubt. 0-1 pitch on the way. Reese will watch that one hit the outside batter's box for ball 1. Got to say hello to our resident scorekeeper and historian, Mr. Robert Graves.
The man.
The man, the myth, the legend. Runner on second base for the Yellow Jackets. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fouled back into the netting for strike 2. Devin Reese struck out for out number 3 back in the second inning.
Love to get a little insurance right here for sure.
One ball, 2 strikes for Devin Reese.
They really should be district champs. Yeah.
1-2 pitch being delivered inside corner, called strike 3. Gets him looking for out number 2.
Now batting the left fielder, number 6, Slade Gable.
Josh Hogan at first, Caden Boyer at second, so runners on first and second. And it will send Slade Daigle to the plate. Pitch is on the way, outside for ball 1.
I don't know if you saw in the MLB, man, but they have trackmans on the umpires nowadays. I wonder what his score would be.
Well, last night it was 50-50. I don't think it's so much that tonight. 1-0 pitch is on the way, going to be outside for ball 2. That's one of those where I was like, it could go either way.
You never know, man. That space in between the batter's box and the plate, I feel like is still part of the plate for him sometimes, maybe?
Sometimes it has been, yes. Runners on first and second for Denham Springs. 2 outs now. 2-0 pitch on the way. Going to be hit to the shortstop. An easy play over to second base for out number 3. And that will do it for the inning. So it is going to be no runs on no hits. They leave 2 left, no errors, and we will go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Denham Springs 1, Mandeville 0. Back up to this timeout on Yellow Jackets baseball.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the Law Office of I.V. Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
We'll get back into Yellow Jackets baseball as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is going to be 1-0, Denham Springs with the lead. So talking to Coach Settertall last night, he was talking about how close some of these district games were with Live Oak and Dutchtown and all that. So I went back and did. They lost to Live Oak 1-6 in the first one. Went back and lost 2-5 in the second one. Dutchtown, they lost 4-5 and 1-3. So some close games with some good teams. Yeah, very close games. So he was talking about just how close the margin of error is in this district. Talking about how strong District 558 is.
Definitely, and now I feel like they really found their stride too late in the season. Especially after seeing last night, man. If they keep playing the way they were playing, they're going to be tough to beat.
Leading off is the catcher, Sam Mars, for the Skippers. First pitch to him will be strike 1. Second one going to be outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Interesting, as we mentioned earlier, Sam Mars pitching last night, playing catcher tonight here, and batting 4th for Mandeville. 1-1 pitch on the way to him. Looks like it's going to be outside for ball 2.
He's been pretty quiet at the plate, man. Trying to keep it that way for sure.
2-1 pitch being delivered outside corner for ball 3. Yeah, let's see. He reached
on
third.
an error,
That's right. He reached third on an error back in the second. 3-1 pitch being delivered by Thibodeau. Going to be in the dirt for ball 4.
think we got a pinch runner from Mandeville, number 28.
I had rosters somewhere. Everything keeps disappearing. That's ours. Check that folder there. Thank you. There it is.
Hey.
Number 28.
Yeah.
Brody Buster, pinch runner for the Skippers. Nobody out. Runner on first. It is Luke Lejeune up to the plate for Mandeville, and it will be ball one for him. No pitch on the way. We'll call that ball two. I guess it was below the knees. And we got a mound visit here by the Yellow Jackets. All right, so you got 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. You got a runner on first here, bottom of the fourth. You're in a 1-0 game. Put the Coach Dawson Albin hat on here. What are you telling your team out there on this mound visit?
Stay consistent, man. I mean, we're definitely confident in our starting pitcher. You know, he's pitching to contact, getting outs, letting his defense play behind him. So I think that, you know, this is just a go out there and try to calm him down a little bit, you know, get him back dialed in so he can continue to do this.
Lead off, Sam Marsh reaches first base on a walk. Luke Lejeune was left stranded on second base back in the second inning. He did get a hit over to first. Two-0 pitch on the way by Thibodeau, going to be down the middle. Oh, strike, excuse me, ball 3. Do you think that was a little low, Dawson? From the angle I had, I mean, it looked like a strike to me.
I don't think I've agreed with him once, though, either.
3-0 pitch on the way. That is going to hit the outside corner for strike 1. Nice pitch right there by Thibodeau.
Got that one right.
Yes, he did. We'll agree on that one.
We take them where we can get them.
That's right, man. So it'll be 3 balls and a strike to Lejeune with a runner on first. 3-1 pitch is on the way. That one's going to be down and away for ball 4. We'll send Lejeune to first, and it will send Marsh over to second. And Brody Hatchett will be coming to the plate for Mandeville, second baseman, who struck out for out number 1 to start the second inning.
They're bunting right here. I think everybody in the park knows it for sure.
Back-to-back walks now for Thibodeau. Here in the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Yellow Jackets with the lead. Thibodeau looks the runner at second. They're going to throw it over to second. Marsh will get back in time. Runners on first and second for Mandeville. Hatchett will show bunt, goes back into the netting for strike 1. Excuse me, strike 2. Yeah, strike 2. Well, that's 1. Mm-hmm. That's right, because he threw to second on the first.
Yeah.
One pitch for Hatchett is on the way. Shows the bunt again. We'll lay it down the third base side. It is a nice one. Throw over to first is going to be not in time. Well, they're going to say safe at first. So now we've got bases loaded as White got it over to Boyer. And they say that the runner beat the throw.
It was pretty close over there.
No doubt it was close. And you can always tell if the crowd's not going completely crazy that it was.
Yeah, I think if I'm white right
maybe
there
a
at
step.
third, I'm definitely in on the grass on that, trying to make a play. You remember you were asking about that wheel play earlier.
Yes.
I think I would have ran that again right there and try to get the runner out at third. It was a perfect bunt right to the third baseman. If he was playing halfway, you just turn around and flip it to the Landry covering.
Better trouble here for the Yellow Jackets with bases loaded and nobody out. It will be James Arguza at the plate for Mandeville. First pitch on the way to him will be called ball one. Is that a hit on the first one? Yeah. One-0 pitch on the way. This one is going to be hit to the second baseman, trying to turn the double play. Landry will get it, and one run will score, but it will be a double play for the Yellow Jackets. Marsh will score from third.
That's exactly what you need from Thibodeau right there. The run scores, yeah, but I mean, you got to score to win, you know. Now it's a 0-0 game, really.
Yeah. So you got to run
Starting
and to
fresh.
hit in this fourth for Mandeville. One run in, and it will send Cooper Todd to the plate. First pitch on the way to him. Going to be low for ball one. So nice defensive play right there by the Yellow Jackets to get the double play. We do have a runner in scoring position over at third. Pitch is on the way. That one's going to be high for ball two. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. Pitch is going to be inside. Look to be on that inside corner for a strike. Going to call it a ball. It's going to be 3-0. Chase Millette in the bullpen for the Yellow Jackets, getting warmed up right now. 3-0 pitch on the way. Going to hit the outside corner for strike one. Three balls, 1 strike to Cooper Todd. 3-1 pitch being delivered. It is going to be inside and low for ball 4. Todd will get over to first. We'll put runner at the corners. Is that third walk of the inning? Third walk of the inning for Thibodeau. Got a pitching change timeout here. We will see Chase Millette coming in for the Yellow Jackets. It is bottom of the fourth. We are tied up now at 1 apiece, and we are back after this pitching change timeout on Yellow Jackets baseball.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball. Josh Ward alongside Dawson Alvin, as we will see Chase Millette come in relief for the Yellow Jackets. Dawson, game has changed quite a bit now. We are tied up at 1 apiece here. Mandeville being the home team. Chase Thibodeau having a hard time there closing out that inning.
Hey, man.
We'll see what Chase Millette can come in, but up to that point, he has been delivering.
Gave him 4 good innings, you know. That's all you can ask for out of your starter.
All right,
Hand it off to your number 1 reliever.
So we see Chase Millette coming in now. So we did see him come into relief earlier in one of the games that we were doing. I believe that was the Santa Ball game. They had to come into a tight spot, so he's coming into another tight spot here for this one.
Here comes the Sandman. Get him, Sandman!
All right, so at the plate will be Nathan Woodward, not Woodford. With 2 outs and runners on the corner. First pitch by Millette is going to be a pass ball. A play at the plate is going to be not in time, and another run will come in as Lejeune will come in from third. There was a play at the plate.
Close play at the plate,
It was close.
I thought he slid right into his glove.
I thought he did too. And it's going to be 2, so 2 runs in now for the Skippers. Only 3 hits on the night. Here is hit into center field. Rancher Miller will record the out for out number 3, but it's going to be 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base, and we will go to the top of the 5th inning. It is now Mandeville 2, Denham Springs 1, and we are back after this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
As we going back into Yellow Jackets baseball, a quick weather update here as it is now dusk in Denham Springs. 80 degrees, wind still blowing out just a bit, 9 miles an hour south to southeast. Nice night here at the ballpark, Dawson, but Yellow Jackets now finding themselves behind 2-1, but it is top of the order for the Yellow Jackets to start this 5th inning. Rancher Miller will be at the plate. Lights are on. As you said, when the lights came on, you came alive.
Yep. Friday night lights, man.
And it is Friday night lights here from Denham Springs. Yellow Jackets need to come back now and try to end this series here tonight because, as we have said time and time again, Game 3, anything could happen. That would be at 1 o'clock tomorrow for first pitch, 12:30 for us start time if it gets to that. But I'm going to call Yellow Jackets come back and win here tonight.
Yes.
So if it happens, first one at Big Mike's is on you. First pitch going to be outside to Miller for ball 1.
Deal, for sure.
There it is. You heard it, folks. Meet us there. Second one going to be outside again for ball 2. Got a timeout here on the field.
Yeah.
Not sure what they're looking at here, Dawson.
I think it's just an offensive timeout. I think he just wanted to talk to Rancher for a second.
So I think Setterthal was saying, like, I called the timeout, and they're doing basically a visit here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's I think he's trying to say they should be counted as a visit. I think that's what Setterthal was trying to say. Going to be 2 balls and a no strike. To Miller. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to be on the corner for strike 1. Starting to feel this umpire a little bit. I knew that was a strike.
Yeah.
It was a nice pitch. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on. Will be tipped foul into the backstop. And it will be 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I noticed this guy likes to work away a lot.
2-2 pitch on the way, going to be low and away for ball 3. So Miller being patient here at the plate, knowing that base runners are so crucial right now.
Probably your best base runner at the plate right now for sure.
Payoff pitch is on the way. It is going to be low for ball 4, and Rancher Miller will get on base, and that's what you need right there. You're a leadoff guy. You're at the top of the order, and he is very patient at the plate and gets a walk over to first base. And we will have a mound visit here for the Skippers. Reagan Touchstone. 2-0 on the year for him. Coach Brady Benoit trying to give guys a little pep talk there at the mound.
Oh yeah.
But also got 2 guys warming up down in the bullpen down there. Is that 27 and 13? Trying to look down the line here to see who they got. 2 guys warming up in the bullpen for Mandeville. Kataya will come in to the batter's box for the Yellow Jackets now on the top of the 5th with a runner on first and nobody out. Kataya did score back in the 3rd. Runner is going, throw down to second is going to be safe as the ball comes out of the glove. So give a stolen base to Rancher Miller. And it was ball 1 to Kataya. Tell you what, nice throw right there by the catcher from Mandeville. Yeah, who was pitching last night? Sam Morris. Yeah. Keep forgetting that.
Rancher got a good jump on that.
He did. One ball and no strikes to Kataya. Pitch on the way, going to be inside corner for strike 1.
I think Rancher sees something here from second. The third baseman is crashing, which means there ain't nobody covering third base.
1 ball, 1 strike for Kataya. Nobody out, runner on second. Showing bunt, Kataya will put it down. It will go back into the netting on the third base side for
I think
strike
Mandeville
2.
heard me right there. Did that little wheel
Not
play.
so loud this time. Coach Sutherland having a little quick conversation with Taylor Kataya. So Kataya's grounded out back in the 1st for out number 1 and got Rancher Miller at the force out at 2. And then he walked in the 3rd and would come around to score for the Yellow Jackets' only run of the night. Rancher Miller at second base. Nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kataya.
He slashed.
Kataya showing bunt. We'll pull the bat back now. Ball will be in. Low and inside for ball 2. A long at bat here for Kataya.
Yeah, man, they're still staying really disciplined in this one.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is on the way. That is going to be another low and in for ball 3.
That's what you like to see right there.
Yep. Kataya being patient, being disciplined. And now has it to full count with nobody out and the runner on second. So with nobody out and runner on second here, you got to push one across. Kataya towing that line of the batter's box. Payoff pitch is on the way, swung on and hit foul down the third base side. Count will remain at 3-2. So looking at Kataya there in the batter's box, kind of looks like Dawson Alvin in the batter's box. I mean, just as much on that line as you can take.
Toes on the white, man. That's what you got to do with 2 strikes.
Another payoff pitch coming for Kataya. Touchstone will call Mars over for a quick conversation. So what do you think? Why do you think Touchstone's calling the catcher in real quick?
Can't see the signs.
Can't. Oh, okay, yeah.
Probably come up with something a little different, like like a third base coach giving signs instead of the 1 or the 2 or the 3 down there. It's a little bit harder to see. And then I know in college they actually paint their fingernails so they can see. Yeah.
Payoff pitch on the way. Kataya showing bunt. Will lay it down. It will go to the pitcher. Touchstone we'll get it over to first for out number 1, but we'll move Rancher Miller into scoring position at third base with 1 out.
Sack bunt. Got your 3-hole coming up with a runner on third base and 1 out.
So the numbers here say you get this one across.
For sure.
But weirder things have happened. There's just so many scenarios where Rancher Miller scores from third.
I know.
Let's just see one of them here. Matthew Lewis at the plate. First pitch to him going to be outside for ball 1. Nice lively crowd here at Denham Springs. A little chirping back and forth between the blue team and the purple team.
Love to see it.
Yeah, this is what playoff action's all about, man. 1-0 pitch is on the way, going to be well outside for ball 2. Catcher able to keep that underneath him. If not, Rancher Miller going to think about that one.
I'll tell you, man, once the fans started getting into it like this, though, that was my favorite time to be on the field.
2 balls and no strikes now for Lewis. Rancher Miller at third base. 2-0 pitch on the way. Going to be fouled back into the backstop for strike 1. Like I said, there's so many scenarios where you score this. But
infield's in from Mandeville, too. You don't really have to do too much.
Just out of the infield in any shape or form. Yep. 2-1 pitches on the way. It's going to be hit. A blooper into right field. Rancher Miller will score. He will get the ball in, and that will hold Lewis at first base in with a base hit and an RBI. And we are tied up here in the top of the 5th inning, and it looks like we will have a pitch and change for Mandeville. That will do it on the night for Reagan Touchstone. We'll get some numbers on him as we take this timeout. Yellow Jackets have tied it up here at 2 apiece in the top of the 5th. Pitching change timeout for Mandeville. We are back after this timeout. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
We will be back in to Yellow Jackets baseball here on Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. That's at DS Jacket Vision, all one word. If you are watching there, make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe, and if you are watching there or listening, however you are getting it here tonight, you have been in for a dandy. Josh Ward alongside Dawson Albin. Lamine Figueroa back to the studio. Coach Brian Berry working the cameras. Christine Pappas, on-site producer. John Fine here, bothering everybody. Can't go a game without giving him a little bit of the business, Dawson.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, Dawson, I mean, you can't draw this one up any better. You go up 1-0, you're holding tight, you give up a run. You go down 2-1, now you fight back in this one, and here you are in the top of the 5th.
Everybody's into it, too, man.
I mean, it's another reset for this one, if you will. But again, Mandeville, the home team here tonight, does change the complexity a little bit. But for Denham Springs, you just knew there with when Rancher got on to lead off.
Oh, he was scoring. He was
knew
scoring.
it.
Now that is shortstop, number 4, Jace Landry.
Jace Landry now up at the plate.
Need a base knock right here from shortstop. A little bit of a slow start. Got 2 strikeouts tonight, but looking to turn it around right here.
Jace Landry in. First pitch on the way to him. He's showing bunt. Puts it down the third base side. Throw over to first is going to be in time. My goodness, they say that Landry was out. The throw from third over to first. Coach Setterthal is going to ask for some help here.
He was safe. He wasn't even touching the bag over there at first base.
I think that's what Coach Setterthal is arguing here. Is like it looked like as he was going for that stretch there that his foot did drag off. So the umpires are going to talk about. I'm not going to score this one yet.
I really hope our favorite member of the umpire crew over there saw that one.
No, he did not see. Yeah, if we're talking about if we're talking about Gray Stash, ain't no way.
Oh man.
Nope, and this call is going to stand. Jace Landry will be out number 2. All right, Christine, rules of the press box are part of the crew. You can't get too excited. Because what you see, what happens when that happens, when the crew gets too crazy, I get emails about it later on during the week.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to just forward it to you when I get it. I'm going to forward the email to you about how we're not supposed to cheer the press box. I'm just giving you a hard time. I know Darren's at LSU paying attention to this.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch going to be Caden Boyer will hit it right to the third baseman across the diamond for out number 3. So it'll be a ground out. But Yellow Jackets will get 1 run on 1 hit. It will be no errors. They will leave 1 on base, and we will head to the bottom of the 5th. It will be tie ball game here. Denham Springs 2, Mandeville 2. We're back for this timeout. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Garishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machon and Associates, General Contractors, and Creighton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertop, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in to Yellow Jackets Baseball here. Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Of course, make sure you give it a like and subscribe there at DS Jacket Vision. We are tied up here with 2 apiece in the bottom of the 5th. We got a new pitcher for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be Matthew Lewis coming in. So that will send, let's see, so he was 3rd earlier. So let's see if we can get some new defensive lineup here for you.
We got 24 at second base, the new second baseman.
Hitting off the 5th is number 7, Mason Hickman.
Okay, Pago. We saw come in as a pinch runner last night.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Top of the lineup, it is going to be Mason Hickman for the Skippers. First pitch to him going to be fouled back into the netting for strike 1. So tied up here at 2 apiece, bottom of the 5th. Mandeville being the home team in this best of 3 series. Denham Springs winning last night 10-0 in the 6th, only 10-run rule. 0-1 pitch on the way. Going to foul this one back into the netting on the third base side as well for strike 2. John Fine with a water delivery. Thank you, Johnny. Lewis ahead in count 0-2 to Hickman. Pitcher's on the way. Going to be hit to Landry at shortstop. Landry will get the throw over to first in time for out number 1. Landry over to Boyer. Shortstop to first for out number 1.
Just how you draw it up if
That's
you're Matthew
right.
Lewis right there.
You get a good old 6-4-3 double play in this one. Obviously not the position for it right now, but
yeah.
To the plate now will be Peyton Gomez. First pitch to him will be outside for ball 1.
And now Dewey said something to him, and now he's popping off and doing it.
1-0 pitch on the way, going to be high and inside for ball 2.
Come on, man, big lock in.
2-0 pitch. Outside corner for ball 3.
Come on, dude. That's that dude in that white hat and that blue hat laying against the fence right there. Oh, it's them two? Yeah, it's them.
3-0 pitch now on the way to Gomez. We'll watch that one all the way through for strike 1. That's a pitch you throw right there. I'm trying to know.
for sure,
Don't make it even questionable.
Pat on the shoulder.
3-1 pitch now on the way, swung on. This is going to be hit into foul territory, out of play on the first base side, or strike 2. Payoff pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him swinging. Strike 3 and out number 2.
Big pitch right there by Lewis.
That was a big one. A nice pitch, 75 miles an hour, just got him chasing on that outside corner. Out 2 for the Skippers, and that will bring up Tyler Fisher to the plate, left fielder. First pitch on the way to him, going to be fouled back into the backstop for strike 1. So Lewis has come in and found him some rhythm.
Yeah, he's throwing that
He
thing,
is, boy.
man. I don't know if you noticed that 86 up on the scoreboard.
You could hear it. It was popping that glove of Devin Reese
man.
behind the plate there for the Yellow Jackets. Excuse me, outside corner for strike 2. 87 miles an hour.
Hey, there we go. When you start getting into those upper eights, man, it looks a lot different.
No timeout called by Mandeville.
Just try to get him out of his rhythm, of course. Making quick work of the skippers,
He
man.
was, man. He was, like you said, good timeout right there by the skippers. Try to slow that rhythm down because he was dealing. 0-2 pitch on the way. Going to be swung on and missed for strike 3 and out. Number 3, Matthew Lewis will sit him down. They will go down in order in the top of the 5th. It's going to be no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we go to the top of the 6th, tied up. Denham Springs 2, Mandeville 2. Back up for this timeout. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Brandy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs Clinic located at 145 Aspen Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
We'll get back into Yellow Jackets baseball, Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com, streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Great to have you along with us here. As always, make sure you give it a like and subscribe there at DS Jacket Vision because we have got a dandy here tonight. We are tied up at 2 apiece as we head to the top of the 6th inning. And Josh Ward alongside Dawson Albin. So, Dawson, you head into the 6th here. At-bats, obviously, are going to be so important now as you've got...
Man, keep the momentum going.
I mean, but yeah, what we saw right there is just a momentum swing there, and Lewis just coming in and dealing in that relief there.
That was big for sure.
So Thibodeau for the night was 61 pitches, 33 strikes. We saw Millette come in for that one inning with... was that right?
They only throw 3 pitches?
Yeah, I guess so. And then Lewis just coming in there going 12 pitches right there, so... Thibodeau faced 17 batters. Millette faced the 1. That's right, yeah, he faced the 1, and then Lewis 3 right there in that inning. So this game changer is great, but if you don't know what you're looking at first, it looks a little Chinese.
Lewis is having a good night, though. He got 2 RBIs at the plate and looks really good on the mound.
First pitch to Gabe White, who is leading off this 6th inning for Denham Springs. Going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, going to be to the shortstop, off the bounce and over to first for out number 1. You know, this new stadium here at Denham Springs, our 2nd season in this one with the turf field. So, you know, so many turf fields now that high school players play on, they kind of learn how to wait for that bounce for the ball when it's coming at them, opposed to where with grass and dirt.
Super easy to read the hops, man. Never changes.
Josh Hogan up to the plate now, designated hitter for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch to him, he will swing at it for strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit foul back into the netting for strike 2.
Was that a ball or a strike? Strike. Foul ball.
0-2 pitch on the way. We'll foul this one back into the netting on the 3rd base side. And the count will remain at 0-2. 1 out. Nobody on. 0-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be above the head of Hogan for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Hogan, going to be outside for ball 2. So Hogan, we know probably one of the more patient eyes that the Yellow Jackets have.
Definitely. I'd say he's seen, like I said earlier, he's definitely seen the most pitches out of all of them.
2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and got him chasing that one for strike number 3 and out number 2. Got him chasing the high one there. Wilson, Devin Reese to the plate now for the Yellow Jackets. Reese fairly quiet. Actually, 2 strikeouts on the night for Reese. Struck out back in the 2nd and struck out back in the 4th.
A little slow start, man, but
hey, now you're
turning it around right here, man.
Pitch on the way to him.
That's right, he is due.
Strike 1.
He's definitely
he is
due.
He's definitely due. Gonna be 1 strike in for Devin Reese. A 1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 2. That one looked like it had a little pepper on it.
Oh, yeah.
Reese down in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch is on the way. That one's going to be outside for ball 1.
Yeah, we got 1 more. They got 2 more.
1-2 pitch on the way. It is going to be called strike 3. They will get Reese looking for out number 3. And that will do it for this top of the 6th. 6.5 innings out of the books. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. We are tied up. Denham Springs 2, Mandeville 2. Back after this timeout, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program, to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Welcome back in Yellow Jackets baseball as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We are tied up at 2 apiece here between the Yellow Jackets and the Skippers of Mandeville. This game 2 of this best of 3 series. And, you know, Dawson, just looking across the board, I mean, these 2 teams have played about as even as you can tonight. Both with 2 runs, both got 3 hits, both with 1 error apiece. I mean, it's going right down the line. I mean, it's Yellow Jackets getting 1 run in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th, and then
I think
obviously Mandeville sandwiched in there in between with the 2 runs.
You remember how last night we were talking about how this is a really evenly matched team, series?
Well,
I think that this right here is proving it.
And you just see how last night went, and it's just so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like what a turn 24 hours did.
Man.
Be Sam Marsh leading off for the Skippers. Lewis on the mound. First pitch to him, going to be right up the middle. Landry will come over from shortstop, throw it over to first for out number 1. So Landry had to come from shortstop, was closer towards the bag at second, scoops it, gets it over to Boyer at first for out number 1.
I think if you're Landry there, when your second baseman's on the mound, you got to make every play behind him, right?
Like, I got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You just pitch. Brings up Luke Lejeune to the plate. First pitch to him going to be inside across the numbers for ball 1. Lejeune did score back in the 4th. He's been on base each time he's been up to the plate tonight. Yeah. Second pitch going to be ball 2 for him. 2-0 pitch on the way. Inside corner, strike 1. Nice pitch right there. Matthew Lewis painting that inside corner. Two-one pitch. Rocks and fires. Will hit it towards third base. It is going to be picked up. Throw over to first. It is going to be in time as Boye has to go up to make the catch. Comes down and makes the tag. What a play. Caden Boye, that could be play of the game right there.
I'm telling you, that was a great play.
White with a throw just a bit high. Boye goes up, makes the catch, comes down, and makes the tag for the out number 2.
Oh, yeah.
This is a game where that play right there could be the difference.
I think you have to say something if you're the Mandeville coach right here, but it was pretty clear cut that he ran straight into his glove. That was a really nice play, man. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to him.
That's the old da-da-dun, da-da-dun.
That's it, man.
Sends up Brody Hatchett to the plate now for Mandeville with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch on the way. He's going to swing on this one. Hits it out of play behind the backstop for strike 1.
It's nice to see, man. It seems like Denham's really hitting their stride, and it's right at the right time.
0-1 pitch on the way. Going to be in there for strike 2.
Just like everything's coming together for him.
It is. When things start clicking, as they did last night, you just come in with a different air of confidence.
For sure.
0-2 pitch on the way. It's going to be fouled into the dugout on the
Had a
first
couple
base
of them
side.
jumping around in there.
Saw that again last night.
Oh, yeah. When you see it clear out, man,
it's coming in hot. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. 0-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be high in for ball 1.
Good waste pitch right there. Try to get him to chase out of the zone.
One-two pitch on the way. Got him swinging. And Hatchett will go down. Strike 3 and out number 3. It'll be no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we head to the top of the 7. Denham Springs 2, Mandeville 2. Back after this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Motad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all-world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets Baseball here on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe. Great game that we are having here from Denham Springs. Joshua alongside Dawson Alden. Great to have you all along with us as we get ready to start the top of the 7th inning here. Leading off will be the 9-hole hitter, Slade Daigle.
And hearing a little Sweet Caroline, man, it brings back some memories. That was my pitching song when I was a senior up here. Had all the fans singing with it, man, at the old ballpark. It's a classic.
All right, so tied ball game here. Yellow Jackets, Slade Daigle here. So You know, this is a point where you want to be aggressive, not too aggressive. You want to be patient. I mean, this is a tough spot to be in, being that you are the away team, that Mandeville has the bottom of the 7th to work with.
You definitely want to get your leadoff hitter on right now, especially
because if you get Slade on, you're back at the top of the lineup with Miller.
Especially Daigle and, like you said, Miller coming up, both 2 speed guys for the Jackets.
Here we go, top of the 7th. First pitch to Daigle, going to be swung on, foul, strike 1.
Gotta get him on. That way you can sacrifice one behind him and move him. Right play side, push bunt.
I want to pitch on the way to Daigle. Going to be low and away for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, pitch on the way, swung on, hit into the gap as it gets past the third baseman and the shortstop unable to glove it as well. And Slade Daigle in with a base hit to first base.
There it is.
2 guys missed there, third baseman and shortstop unable to glove it. And your leadoff, as we said, you get him there, and now you're back top of the lineup with Rancher Miller at the plate.
And I would not be surprised right here if they play a little small ball and try to let Rancher lay it down and have the defense make a play. That's exactly what I would expect right here. That's a ball.
Yep. That is a balk. There's a balk call as the pitcher look towards first. Ball comes out of his hand and hits the turf, and that is a balk call. That's the first time I've seen one of those happen quite like that.
I don't know if you saw that, but our behind the plate umpire last night was shaking his head no, like it wasn't a balk when it was clearly a balk right in front of his face. So that tells us anything. That's about last night.
All right, so on the balk, we'll move Slade Daigle over to second, and with nobody out, it is a fresh count for
Got to get this bunt down
Miller.
right here.
You can bunt until Slade can never stop.
Miller showing the bunt. We'll pull it back. It'll be a strike 1.
You know what I'm saying? He can lay it down until
Oh,
Slade
man. That looked a little off the plate right there.
It did, and he pulled it back in time for sure.
I tell you what, if he push bunts to shortstop and they run that wheel,
Got to get this bunt down, man. Super important.
It'll be no balls with 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner on second for Denham Springs. And Miller will look in. Pitch is on the way. Going to be called strike 2 as he was showing bunt again. So now how does that change this at bat for Miller being down 0-2?
I don't know, man. You hate to see that because he's such a good hitter and he does have a good eye. So, I mean, usually if he takes it, it's not there. And, in his case, those two were far off the plate, and I can definitely see why he's getting frustrated up there.
Got a timeout called here.
This just seems to be the story of the umpires this week. I mean, just inconsistent, really. And you hate to see that, man.
Yeah,
you hate to see that.
It is a part of the game, no doubt.
Especially when it's a good game like this, and you know, it's really in their hands, and that's the worst part about it.
That's Coach Dawson talking right there.
I don't think I've ever met one that I've liked though either. I had my fair share of getting tossed as a player and as a coach.
Oh, okay. Well, Mandeville seems to be a little out of sorts right now.
Oh, yeah, man. They're all over the place, which is exactly where you want them if you're Denham.
Jeter seemed to be a little kicking in here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Daigle on the move here.
0-2 pitch on the way. Going to be high across the letters for ball 1. Be 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out.
Maybe try a little hit and run here if you're set at tall, you think?
Slade Daigle gets to second base on a balk called against Mandeville.
You got 7, 8, 9 coming.
1-2 pitch is on the way. He's going to foul this one into the netting on the first base side for the count remaining at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really nice job by Rancher spoiling that one. That was a really good pitch, and it was good that he got a bat on it. A little bit of a piece of it.
One ball, 2 strikes on the way. Going to be low and away for ball 2.
I don't know about you, but that looked pretty similar to those first 2 that were strikes, didn't it?
Like what were you saying earlier? If we had the tracker on these, what the rating would be?
Might get like a 10%, I would think.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on second. Timeout called by the batter. Ranger Miller, your center fielder.
And I know it sounds like I'm just saying it when we're up to bat, but it's been both ways for him.
2-2 pitch on the way, outside corner for ball 3. That will make it a full count now, so full count with nobody out.
Anything closer. Anything closer.
Yeah, you got to take it. You can't be
And runner on second.
Got to protect.
Tie ball game here in the top of the 7th.
This was definitely got everybody at the edge of their seat for sure.
No doubt. Pitch is on the way, going to be hit right up the middle into center field. Coming around to score is going to be safe at the plate. Safe at the plate. Slade Daigle will score from second base on a RBI double by your leadoff hitter, Rancher Miller. Yellow Jackets take the lead 3-2.
Rancher getting a little fired up. I know the Mandeville faithful over there have been running their mouths a little bit tonight, man. So he hit that one and turned right to their dugout, and I don't blame him one bit.
All right, so a double and an RBI for Rancher Miller will score Slade Daigle. Yellow Jackets take the lead 3-2. It will send Kataya to the plate. I'm going to call strike 1 on the inside corner. You can't tell. The press box don't like it.
Oh, yeah. I think if you're Denham right here, the motto is all gas, no brakes, man. Don't take your foot off the pedal.
It'll be 0-1 pitch for Kataya. A little step off. No outs here for the Yellow Jackets. Runner on second. Kataya at the plate. 1 run already in. Here's the pitch on the way. He squares the bunt. We'll pull it back for a ball. It'll be ball 1, so we'll make it 1 ball, 1 strikes. Pitch is on the way, shows the bunt, will lay it down. Third baseman going to make the throw over to first. He will be out at first, but they will move the runner over to third.
Oh, man.
Taylor Kataya will be called out at first.
That was not even close. He was a step break down behind the bag at first base. They're going to have to take a look at this one, I think. Sedetol is super fired up, and I don't blame him.
Well, it's just your first out.
Oh, man. I don't know how you missed that one, though.
Yeah, it's
been a rough
our
one
in-house
tonight.
camera operator and replay official, Coach Brian Berry, is going to take a look at it now. But it will send Jace Landry to the plate with 1 out and a runner at third. First pitch going to be on that outside corner for strike 1.
Not even close. Not even close. Man, that's that's brutal.
Got 1 run and 1 hit in so far for the Yellow Jackets. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is going to be hit into right field. Right fielder going back, and he will make the catch. Tagging up at third is going to be Miller, and he will slide across home plate and in for another run. Rancher Miller tags up, puts the Yellow Jackets up by 2 now. And talk about a Rancher Miller filling the flow of this game right now. You saw him on second base, and then he gets the third.
Don't get no better than
it
this,
does not. Yeah, so now it's top of the 7th. It is 4-2. The Yellow Jackets with 2 runs in on 1 hit thus far. We'll send Caden Boyer to the plate. First pitch to him. No, I'm sorry, Jace Landry still at the plate.
I can say this from experience, man. When you play with the snake too long, it'll bite you.
Landry 0-1 pitch on the way. He's going to swing on this one. Will be hit into foul territory on the third base side for a strike. 0-2 pitch on the way. Going to be swung on and missed by Jace Landry for strike 3, and that will end the inning. But damage is done there by the Yellow Jackets. They will get 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they will leave 1 on base. And we will go to the top of the 7th. It will be, bottom of the 7th. Check that, bottom of the 7th. It is Denham Springs 4, Mandeville 0. Okay, let me just do this all over again. Mandeville 2, Denham Springs 4. We go to the bottom of the 7th after this timeout on Yellow Jackets baseball.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball. So 4-2 lead for the Yellow Jackets, bottom of the 7th inning, and I think the crowds are more fired up than the players are at this point. The Mandeville faithful and the Yellow Jackets faithful kind of having some join going on here in the stands, and everybody getting involved.
Understandable.
Understandable.
While Mandeville's a little upset right now. But
here's what I would say. They're 3 outs away from their season ending.
Oh, yeah.
Leading off is going to be...
And with the way Lewis is throwing right now...
It's a pinch hitter we have for...
I think I'd be a little scared.
Lewis. First pitch is going to be strike 1. It's going to be James Anguza leading off. Takes a cut at it for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on the way. It was going to be high and away for ball 1. I would say everyone just calm down right here because we're taking attention away from what's happening on the field. Opposed to, you know, it's 1 ball, 1 strike on the way. That one's going to be inside for ball 2.
I think it's everyone's dispersing now. Okay, we should be all right.
Two balls, 1 strike to Anguza. Going to be inside corner for ball 3.
Ooh, hopefully we get a different crew at Live Oak, man.
It was not a strike. It looked like it from everyone.
Yes.
3-1 pitch on the way, going to be outside. Ooh, okay. And that's a strike? Okay.
I mean, that's a makeup
Was
call
that,
right there.
That is
for sure.
100% a makeup call.
You got to after you missed one right in front of your face.
Full count now. Pitch on the way. Got him swinging the high one. And Guzzo will go down swinging for strike 3 and out number 1. 2 outs away for the Yellow Jackets to close this one out. Now the Mandeville coach talking to the third base umpire about something going on the third base side, which is where the Yellow Jackets dugout is.
He definitely doesn't seem happy about
he's not
something.
happy about something. Coming to the plate is Cooper Todd. First pitch to him going to be ball 1.
Can't imagine he has a lot to be happy about right now.
Not at this moment. Give up that 2 spot in the top of the 7th. 1-0 pitch on the way, inside corner, ball 2. This is where it gets tough. You're late in this game.
Oh,
Lewis is dealing. You look like you're hitting that inside corner just perfect. Coach Seletal jawing with the official there on the strike zone. Just got a warning.
Can't blame him. Can't blame him one bit.
2 balls, no strikes on the way. Ball going to be on the corner for strike 1. A lot of emotion in this one here, Dawson.
Oh, yeah, man.
From the dugouts to
up here,
to the fans.
everywhere.
Up here, yeah,
it's exciting, though,
It has
man.
been
It's
exciting.
playoff baseball, which you love to see.
2 balls and 1 strike for Todd. Now going to be fouled back into the netting for strike 2.
Lewis is just blowing through this lineup right now. You love to see it.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No runners on. Pitcher's on the way. Swung on, hit back into the backstop for a foul. Count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He hit one pretty good while ago, too. Now when you shut off, please.
2-2 pitch on the way from Lewis. Outside corner.
Oh, man.
Reese tried to paint it for him, but it will be ball 3. Full count, swung on, hit back into the netting for foul.
Nice little battle going on here.
Pretty quiet night for Todd as well. At the plate.
Only respaced once on a walk,
Yep,
right?
Yep. Back in the 4th inning. Payoff pitch on the way. It is going to be called strike 3 as Cooper Todd will watch that one go through for out number 2. You talk about Lewis going through a lineup since he's come in. It has just been, and the speed and the rhythm of what he is doing it in.
For sure. I don't think anybody's been on base.
I think you're right. Mandeville down to their last out. Pitch on the way. Imagine, smokes it in for strike 1. Nathan Woodward at the plate for Mandeville. Second pitch on the way, going to be fouled back into the netting for strike 2.
Here we go. Can expect it to get pretty loud here.
You know what I'm saying? He hasn't done it, so he ain't got a feel for it right now. You don't want to get the top runner.
0-2 pitch. Lewis will deliver, will swing on. Will be Woodward, and it will go back into the backstop. Or count staying at no balls and 2 strikes.
Man, Lewis just filling it up tonight, huh?
0-2 pitch on the way. This is going to be fouled. Going to be hit into the infield. Third baseman is there to make the play, and that is out number 3. Mandeville will go down in order and the Yellow Jackets will win. Yellow Jackets win, and they will go to play the number 1 seed Live Oak Eagles at Live Oak. But that is a Yellow Jackets win, and you can win by visiting Bank Plus for all of your personal and business financial needs. That's Bank Plus, 822 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. Yellow Jackets 4, Mandeville 2, Denham Springs advances to the regional round to take on the rival Live Oak Eagles. We will take a timeout. When we come back here, we will get you set up for the post-game wrap-up where Dawson will break this one down for us a little bit. We will hear from the victorious head coach, Coach Kyle Sedetall. Stay with us. We are back with the post-game wrap-up. Denham Springs 4, Mandeville 2. It's Yellow Jackets baseball back after this timeout.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenck, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the Law Office of I.V. Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertop, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
We get back into the post-game wrap-up here from Denham Springs. It is Denham Springs 4, Mandeville 2. Denham Springs, the away team here, is able to get the 2 runs in the top of the 7th inning to close this one out here. And I think the story of the night is going to be Matthew Lewis coming in relief.
Definitely,
And what he
sure.
did there. I mean, I don't think I've seen a guy come in and just the velocity that he was coming in with,
right?
And how he was throwing it. I mean, just completely mowing them down. And I mean,
that's huge, man. That's huge.
It is, and to come into that spot that he came in.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
that's not an
Tight ball
easy thing to
game.
do. A tight ball game like that, and you come in, and it is just unbelievable how he delivered. And then, we thought about the Rancher Miller leadoff.
man.
Well, actually, Slade Daigle getting that leadoff walk there to get down to first base was so huge too. I mean,
definitely.
There's so many little things that happen in this game that could have changed it one way or the other for both teams. And Denham Springs, I mean, just comes out after the 10-run rule last night. This one was a lot closer than we thought it would be. You really felt like I said soul crushing earlier in the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm up. I mean, you felt like you just put Mandeville way behind the 8 ball, and that they weren't going to be able to come back from that with some injuries and not having their best pitching and all that. And they came out here tonight. Credit to them, they bounced back well. But man, just what a great game, though. I mean, high school playoffs. You're here. You got the two crowds going back and forth. It got a little crazy there at the end. But Dawson, what a night here for Denham Springs. And now you get to celebrate this one. You get a little extra rest, and you get to go and play a district rival at Live Oak next week.
Right. I think going into that one, you just tell them to keep playing the way that they're playing, man. It looks like they really found their stride. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Rancher Miller tonight, if there was a player of the game, I think that it would be him. And there's really two.
We'll give it co-players.
We'll give two, because Lewis had a night on the mound, but he also had 2 RBIs at the plate, man. So
yes. When you're looking down there, looking at your score sheet there. I mean, the at bats that the Yellow Jackets had here.
Oh man.
We talked about the patience. We talked about the timely hitting. We talked about how some of the things that we had seen earlier. The Sandoval game and the Walker game where. It wasn't so much that you played bad, but the ball just wasn't following your way. That too.
Not as disciplined at the plate.
I think about getting caught off second. Jason Andrew getting caught off a second. One of those when it was close at the time, and those just little mental mistakes. Whatever they did, they have completely cleaned it up. All right. We're going to take a timeout because I see Coach Kyle Sedetol running up here, so I want him to be ready. I want us to be ready when he gets up here. So we're going to take a quick timeout. Okay. When we return, we will be back with head coach Kyle Sedetol. 4-2 Yellow Jackets with the win over Mandeville. Back after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets baseball.
Going on, Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Welcome back into the post-game wrap-up here from Denham Springs. I said we were going to be with head coach Kyle Sedetol. So as Coach Brian Berry was going to get him, we talked about some of the things that were going on in the stands there behind the stairwell here where the press box is. It seems that the fight is not yet over.
Yeah,
so,
it's not, man. It doesn't look like it.
Coach Brian Berry said they're not fighting, but there's definitely some conversation going on before it gets to a point that it gets where it doesn't need to be. Coach Sedetol is trying to
all over the place right now, man.
It's the parents can.
Oh yeah, and you can't do nothing but. At this point, you can't really do anything but feel bad for Mandeville, man. I mean, I was in those same players' shoes 7 years ago, and I played my last high school game. It's heartbreaking, man, and it's tough to deal with. And some people take it differently, as we could tell. But
and look, it's always a lively crowd with Denham Springs. The parents are here, are passionate. You know that you've been
definitely
around this program, and the people that you've been around with this, you know how it is. I mean, and baseball it's an emotional sport.
Hard-nosed community, man.
Yeah,
they really back their players.
Oh, absolutely. They both back there. I mean, the great backing here, the great support that you get here from this. So, want to ask Coach Satterthal about that too, because that really does make a big part of what a program does and how they, how things go. And when you have parents who come up here and work the scoreboard and the PA and all that, I mean,
everybody's just bought in.
They're giving their time, and in the end, it's buying in, and then getting, Coach Satterthal in his first year, getting this team to buy in. And I mean, let me tell you, the outside noise around this program going into this series was there's going to be 2 games and Denham Springs was going to be done for the year.
Yes, exactly.
And they come in here and not
totally
a shock in the world, but
yeah.
I mean, completely flip the script and make it a completely different conversation now. And you go into your district rival, Live Oak, right down the street, everyone, Denham Springs getting that 16 seed and being able to stay home was so questionable there. I mean, when you were looking at it before the bracket came out, were we going to have to go to Mandeville?
Yes.
Turns out they have to come here. Not the conventional way of doing it, but you end up getting the home series here. And, you're going to have to play some of the better teams anyway, so why not do it against a team that you're familiar with?
Exactly.
And right down the road. You don't have to get hotels. You don't have to get a charter bus. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You get to just hop in the van and go down the street, and go down Highway 16 and go see your parish rival Live Oak. So, I mean, just a great way this thing has played out for the Yellow Jackets.
And it's not like they're the number 1 team in the state right now. I mean, everybody knows it, But like you said, they've played them twice already this year, and I'm sure 99% of these guys have been playing against these same guys that are right up the road for their entire life, since they started their baseball career. So it's not like in Mandeville, right? Or Mandeville coming in, and you might not know too much about them, but you know enough, and you get the job done and do it today. But when you go over to Live Oak, man, you know everything about them.
Oh, absolutely. All right, Coach is up here, so go ahead and just hand off the headset to him. We will just get Coach Satterthal in here since guy's been playing referee and coach here tonight.
Yeah.
Coach Kyle Satterthal, congratulations, man.
Thank you, guys.
What a game. We were just talking about what a high school atmosphere you had here tonight, what a game you had here tonight. Your 10-run rule last night. Credit to Mandeville. They come in, they come out, and they clearly had something to play for here tonight, and they showed it, but your team showed resiliency throughout it, and you come in, you get the 2 runs in the 7th there, which, Slade Daigle getting that lead off there was just so huge. And we talked about Slade Daigle getting there, and then, Wrench and Miller, you're coming up the top of the lineup. That you couldn't write that up any better with Slade getting there. So, well, just talk about all the emotions that were going through there in those last few innings. So, what a game. It had to be a roller coaster for you guys as well.
Absolutely. And it's difficult to end somebody's season.
Sure.
It doesn't matter if it's game 2, game 3, it doesn't matter. And it's a testament to those guys over there. They're a great ball club. Yesterday was an anomaly. They've been rolling. They have good players top to bottom. And the arm they threw today was on, and he was throwing really, really well. But our guys executed. We hung in there. We gave ourselves a chance, and Matthew Lewis came through, and he energized everybody with how well he was throwing. And then it was blow for blow, and then we were able to get the momentum late. And our guys are super excited. I don't know if many people know this, but I believe it's been 8 years since we've won a playoff series here at Denham Springs. So this is a testament to this senior class, these guys that are out on the field, and how well they're prepared and playing.
I think it's a testament to you and your staff coming in and taking over such a large senior class that you had to get a lot of guys to buy into, and not a lot of them are in that starting positions. And when you're trying to put the right 9 in there, it's not always easy to figure that out. Coming into this one, we were just talking, the noise around this program coming into this one was that Denham Springs season was probably going to end with Mandeville here, and that, y'all blocked that noise out. Y'all came in, and what you did last night with the buttons you've been able to push here has been pretty impressive. And this team just coming in and rolling and completely letting all that happened in the end of the regular season go and moving forward in this new season. And look where you're at. Look where you're at now. It's just amazing.
And that was our message, our staff's message, and everything we've been doing is that it doesn't matter. Once the playoffs start, it's a 0-0 record. Everybody's going for everybody. And our boys, our young men have been incredibly mature through the whole process. And our first goal was to host a playoff series. And when we started the beginning of the year, our goal was to host a playoff series and build upon what they had done and these seniors had built for the previous 3 years. We just kind of gave them some guide rails, some guardrails, and it's a testament to the guys we have over there helping me and the players themselves and their maturity in order to come out and really perform and kind of wash it all away. It's difficult for them to kind of forget, but I'm glad they got short memories.
Well, we talked about short memories, but it is so hard to do in high school when, you're a young athlete, you're going through these hard times, you hear these things that are going on around you, and you can block that out and do what they did here. Talk about Matthew Lewis coming in relief, though, and what he did there. I mean, he just completely shut him down and just gave that spark that you needed there at the end to pull this thing over the finish line.
Matthew Lewis was one of the guys that I believed early was going to be one of our glue guys, one of the guys that the entire team was going to turn to, and we were going to feed off of him. And it's kind of been that all year. He started the year in the rotation, had a little injury in the middle, and we had to bob and weave. And lately, the last few games, he has been one of our biggest bullets out of the pen. And when he comes in, he does his job, and he does it very well.
Just talk about what this night means as a program overall in your first season here to able to win this series. As you just mentioned, there are 8 years since it's been done. I didn't realize that going into this one, but it's like you said, it's a huge testament to everyone buying into this, and it's support staff, it's parents, it's coaches, it's players, it's all of this that make it all come together.
Absolutely, and let's go. It starts with the community. The community wants us to be great. They funded this amazing park. They funded the ability for us to have indoor work and do all these things and have nice facilities. The community wants us to be great. And now that the boys are starting to see the success, they're starting to taste greatness. So it truly is an entire Denham Springs community effort. And our boys had a huge crowd behind them today, and it was absolutely fantastic. And that's where we want to take Denham Springs baseball in the future.
It was such an electric atmosphere. Coach, I'm going to tell you, for everyone who did their part, I did my part. I wore the same outfit as last night, so I'm just going to take this home, put it on a hanger, let it air dry a little bit for Live Oak next week.
That's what I like. That's what I like.
But, Coach, congratulations. Such a great win, such a great atmosphere here tonight. I know this is a big one for you and the program and the players, and look forward to making the long trip down Highway 16 next week.
That's a good one. We're super excited for this series. I mean, no matter what, no matter how far you go, you're going to have to face them, whether it's in the second round or the fifth round.
Exactly.
And it's going to be a heck of a fight, and we're excited, and I hope our boys are up for the challenge.
What an atmosphere it's going to be next week at Live Oak, so stay tuned for that. But again, congratulations, Coach Kyle said it all, and it is 4-2, Yellow Jackets over Mandeville. We'll take a timeout, wrap it up here from Denham Springs. We're back after this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Thank you.
Just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Arishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machan & Associates, General Contractors, and Creighton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenck, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Welcome back in to the postgame wrap-up here from Denham Springs. It is Denham Springs 4, Mandeville 2. Yellow Jackets will now move on to play Live Oak there. So if you're looking at the bracket, Denham Springs does advance to the regional round to play the Live Oak Eagles. It will be a District 5-5A contest, best of 3 series. That will be coming up next week at Live Oak. We will keep you up to date with what the dates and times and all that good stuff is going to be happening. So we will, as soon as we get that information, we will get you updated as well. And that's why we always come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe. All of you that were involved here tonight with it, thank you so much. The chat was great. The interaction was great. Just so happy to have you all along for this one, and what a dandy it was from Denham Springs. So again, stay tuned for all of that. We will get you up to date on the times and dates of the regional round that will be at Live Oak for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, Live Oak Eagles, number 1 seed, number 16 seed will meet up next week. All right, it's going to close it out here from Denham Springs. I want to thank Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, for Coach Brian Berry, who does it all, for Christine Pappas, on-site producer, for my broadcast partner, Dawson Albin, for John Fine. I'm Josh Ward saying good night, everybody.
Been listening to Denham Springs High School baseball broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. Josh Ward on play-by-play, with Dawson Albin on color commentary. Denham Springs High School baseball broadcasts are a John Fine production.
You are listening to Family Radio.